to a little mini episode. Not quite, I guess it is technically episode 2, but it's not a full episode. We're just going to do a little mini catch-up Q&A so that you can get to know me a little bit before the second episode comes out, because I don't have enough battery for a full episode, so we're just going to work with what we have. I still wanted to chat with you guys, so we're here. But yeah, I thought it would be fun to do a little quick Q&A with myself today. Just answering some random questions so that you guys can get to know me better. While I can charge my iPad so we can get a full episode for episode 2. But yeah, I just asked ChatGPT, good old chat, asked chat to at me, just to ask me some questions. So I'm just going to read some of those. So, what is something people assume about me that isn't true? Ooh, probably that I'm an extrovert. I would say I come off as an extrovert when I'm out and about getting to know new people, if I'm putting myself in that setting on purpose. Like when we went out to eat with Maddie's friends that she went to school with. That like could seem that I'm an extrovert because like I'm out, we're drinking, we're having a good time, we're chatting, like it's a great night, but like no way. There's no place I'd rather be than at home with no makeup on, not talking to people. There's nothing I'd rather be doing, but probably that I'm an extrovert, I would say. I think it is one of my many great qualities that I have, that I can be able to switch that on and off, because some people can't do that, and you're either one or the other. And I feel like I'm a good mixture of both when it's needed. If it's not needed and it's just wanted, it's not for me. But if it's needed and I'm going, I'll be an extrovert. I'll ask questions. I'll engage, have a good time, Yeah, okay. Number 2. What is something small that makes my day instantly better? Well, I'm going to go with an Alani on this one. I think anytime I crack a nice, cold, crisp orange Alani, it is going to be a good day. I'm going to have a good time. I know that if I am just having a shit morning, or I'm like, okay, I just can't keep up, or I just don't really like, today's just not going the way I wanted it to, I just pop that, take it out of the fridge, pop it in the freezer for like a cool 10, 15 minutes. Oh, she's nice and like almost slushy. So good. There's literally nothing better. So also, Alani, I did a shout out last week to Diet Coke because they're crazy and they took away Diet Coke Lime. But I'm going to go ahead and say that if it is just a rumor and it's not for real, that we're bringing back Kim K, little Kim-Aid, strawberry lemonade, whatever her situation was, I'm going to need you to get on that. Okay? That was hands down your best flavor. Also, can we throw it way, 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 way back? Like way back to when all the cans were white? The very first Alani I ever found and loved was Tropsicle. And I don't know who you fired that had that great idea, because they are no longer there apparently, because that was hands down the best one that they've ever had ever. And I'm so sorry that if you've never gotten to experience any of the old white can Alanis. Oh my God, they were so good. Anyway, that would definitely be one of my favorite little pick-me-ups that can slightly make my day better. If you actually know me, then you will know what that actually is. If you don't, then I'm going to tell you it's an Alani. Okay, number 3. What is something I'm currently obsessed with? It could be a show, a podcast, a routine, or a snack. Okay, I'm like leaking next week's favorite 5. I feel like I just want to do it now because I just was already so excited to do it, but I'll come up with 5 more for the actual full episode. So, number 1, oh damn, I should probably look this up. I'll have to see if I can remember. Okay, number 1 was the D&D nail polish, the little gel at home nail polish kits or whatever. They come with like a regular polish and a gel polish. You can get them on Amazon, whatever. Absolutely love the colors. Love being able to do my nails at home because I can't keep my nails long at all. They have to always be short. Shout out to McKenna. Love you again. She bought me or gave me a like at home LED light situation, whatever, the whole kit and caboodle. Um, and I absolutely have just loved being able to do my own nails at home because you really ain't got money for that shit. And when I do, I just still don't think it's a good use of my money sometimes because, like, if I'm going to get them done, I'm probably just getting them all black. That's probably really boring and a waste of money, but I can also do that at home now. I bought it for $7, so I could just have my own nail polish at home and do that. So, okay, that was one. Two was two of my snacks that I don't like together, but separately by themselves. One of them is honey roasted peanuts. I don't know what is up with honey roasted peanuts and why they're my new jam right now, but Planters, girl, that little peanut with the glasses on, he knows what's up, okay? Because, damn, that shit's fire. And then my second one is specifically the blue labeled Vlasic pickles, the baby kosher dill little snackum pickles. Oh my God. I ain't even pregnant. Let me tell you, them shits are fire, okay? What's another one? Okay, so then number 3 was the Medicube Zero Pore Pads. Maddie got them for me for Christmas, and I absolutely love them. Hands down, worth your money. Go buy them. Hands down. Absolutely love the feeling that it gives your skin afterwards. I feel like my pores are way smaller. I'm excited to try more of their shit, but so far I started with the very infamous pore pads. Another one of my favorite 5s, I don't think was from what I actually wrote, but it's going to be in this video. The Told You So book by Macy Neely. If you don't know, she is one of the Secret Lives of Mormon Wives cast members, and I absolutely love her. This book was phenomenal. I got mine at Target, so you can get like 30% off or whatever. But I think she also recorded an audio version that you can listen to. I don't know where to get that, but I'm sure she has it linked somewhere. But definitely loved the book. I thought it was incredible. I really am bad at reading, so I got halfway through it, and then I was like, I really just don't have the energy. I need to read it because I do want to know what happens, and so I finally made myself finish it. So if you are someone that's close to me and you want this book, I'll lend it to you so you can read it. But yeah, I really, really liked it. It was great. And I just enjoyed a lot of the content that she put in there, and it's a lot more like the end chapter is a lot more recent than you'd think it is. So it's really nice that it's in there. I don't know. I really like the book. So that was another one of my top 5s. Let's see. God, I'm so mad at myself that I don't remember what they were. Oh, I remember the other one. I think it was my last one on the other list that I wrote. The Don Toliver's new album, Octane. Girl. Oh my God, that shit's on repeat. Okay? Over and over and over and over again. Okay? Like E85, Octane, like Opposite, all of it. I just cannot. It's so good. It's so good. Body, it's just fire. The whole fucking album's fire. It's a no skip album. It is very, very good. Also saw that he's on tour. I think I may need to look into tickets for one of those shows because that just sounds like a really good night. But that was another one of my favorite 5. And then, God, I wish I knew what my last one was. And of course, I'm not going to remember. So you'll see that next week in next week's episode or whenever I post that episode. Okay. What is next? What is a life lesson that I feel like I'm learning right now? I feel like I don't know that this is a life lesson, but okay, maybe no. So this would be the next one. Okay. So right now I feel like I am working on my consistency. I'm working on my routine and my constants in life. I feel like I just really need a good foundation of things that I can look back on, that I always have 1,000% to know that, like, that's always going to be there. I'm always going to be able to go there. I'm always going to have this. I feel like that's something that I've really been leaning into and trying to look at the bigger picture. That's one thing Maddie and I were talking about today. She said, you really need to pat yourself on the back though, because you aren't as materialistic as you have been in the past. Like, you really have grown. And I was like, thanks. I appreciate that. I know that I have a little, but I still feel like I wish I didn't care so much about certain materialistic items. Like, Maddie is very like, if it ain't broke. Okay. Like, she now has the new iPhone, the newest one. Before that, we were working with the 12 Pro Max. Yeah. That didn't that the charging port only worked half the time. Like, this shit was broken. Okay. And finally, I'm like, it's time. You really got to get a new phone. Like, it's time. But I wish that I could be like that sometimes. I have been recently. I just recently got a new phone, but I haven't in the last couple of years. So I feel like I'm good with that, because that used to be a constant for me. Every year I felt like I needed the new iPhone and I had to have it. And there's just nothing fucking different from the last 4 fucking phones that they've put out. So it's been nice that I've kind of leaned back a little bit on that, as far as like needing to have the most new, the most updated. Like, my family just grew up that way. We leased all of our cars, all of our phone. Like, we always got a new phone every year because we were on the like iPhone for life or whatever. And it just was like everything, like every 3 years we get a new car. Like, every year we get a new phone. And like, there was just always something new to look forward to. And I feel like that dwindles down a lot when you have to start paying for those things yourself. So I've learned to be a little bit okay with having not the newest, because it is the most expensive, and therefore that means I can't spend my money on other items or experiences. All right, I'm rambling. Let's go to the next one. If I could instantly master one skill, what would it be? It says business, photography, cooking, or public speaking are examples. Maybe I should do public speaking, because apparently I can't fucking talk. But I feel like this would be a skill that I would love to master, would be stock trading. I've recently been interested in that, and Train has been hustling me to get involved in the stock market. And so he's like, you got to set up an account. So we finally set me up with Charles Schwab, and if you have an account, let me know. Maybe we could be friends and like trade stuff, you know? I don't know how any of that works all the time yet, but we'll see how that works out for me. But yeah, if I could do anything, I feel like it would be that. I would love to learn how to master that and like know what to look for, where to look, that kind of stuff. I feel like it's a very, very big money-making opportunity if you know what you're doing. So Train's been helping me out. He's set me up now with 3 stocks. He thinks it's hilarious. Anytime I leave a joke about anything, it just needs to be now it's about stocks. Where like before, he sent me a stock. He's like, I want to just send me your account so I can send you stocks randomly. I'm like, all right, cool. So he's like, I sent you a Lululemon. Did you see it? I was like, no. He was like, oh, well, you got to go check it. I was like, okay. And then he's like, you see, I put something else in there. I was like, what? He was like, Uber. I was like, oh, okay, cool. Love Uber. He's like, yeah. And then I told him, I was like, I think I need to I was joking. I was totally fucking joking. I was like, I want to get stock in Heinz. Do they have stock? Because like, I want to get stock in Heinz. I'd never buy another ketchup ever. You can put that on my life. Okay. I'd never buy another ketchup. It'll never happen. And if I'm doing it, it's because Heinz isn't available. Tell you that right now. Heinz, let's work together, baby girl. That ketchup is crazy. She is a staple in this household. Yes, absolutely. So all of a sudden there's a Heinz stock in my little overview area, and I just think it's funny. So now I guess I just would love to be rich enough to be able to have those funny, like, oh yeah, you were joking, you thought it was funny, but like I just sent you Heinz stock, like that's like $150. I don't have $150 to just send you for fun because it was funny. But one day I will. Okay, what's next? That would probably be my topic or my skill that I could master if I could. What is one thing you want to get better at this year? Consistency. You know that. We talked about it. I'm been very consistent about talking about my inconsistency. So at least you know I'm consistent about something. But yeah, I definitely would say my consistency is something that I'm trying to get better at this year, and also building my community. I feel like I really want to grow a community that doesn't revolve around me. I just want a community that like I can go to and we all revolve around each other. I would love that. Just some sort of separate home base, home away from home. On the internet or in real life or regardless, whatever, just yeah, building a community. What is something that is currently stressing me out? My finger. I know this isn't the right answer because like you're it's looking for a deeper answer. You can't see my finger, but we don't have a band-aid on anymore. But man, she is hurting. And she is really hurting because I just stuck, got like my pants or something got stuck in the skin and like pulled it. Oh, it was disgusting. Anyway, that just happened like 2 minutes before I came in here. So it's still pulsating a little, but with no more blood. We stopped bleeding. So that's exciting. What, God, let's see. What's something that I am currently stressing about? I would say trying to balance everything. I really want to make sure that I am not only being consistent, but just really giving all aspects of my life not equal attention, but prioritized attention. I feel like I am everywhere all at once and nowhere at the same time. Like sometimes I feel like the call is coming from inside the house. Do you know what I mean? Sometimes it just doesn't, there's just not a lot going on up here. And like, I need to change that. So I feel like, I don't know. Yeah, I don't know. But I just, I got to get back into a routine or start a routine of some kind and really stick with it. I feel like I just really need something that's like stable for me and something to look forward to. So I think just trying to balance everything is difficult, but in a good way, because if you're comfortable, you're not growing. So, yeah. What's next? What is one thing I'm really excited about right now? I would say it says starting the podcast, future guests, or creative projects. I feel like future guests will be exciting. I don't know exactly who my future guests are going to be. I would love for you guys to tell me who you would want to see or if you want to be a guest. Let me know. Um, but yeah, I think that that would be cool just in general to have guests. I think I just want to kind of get my footing a little bit doing this so I know what the fuck I'm doing before I invite somebody over and I'm like, hey, yeah, come on over. I have no idea what the fuck I'm doing. Yeah. And then like not even be able to get a whole episode in. That would just not be a good time. So I would say I am excited for future guests. But creative projects. This is my sweatshirt I was telling you about. This is my sweatshirt. Okay, this is a creative project. I made this earlier today. I wasn't really that excited about it because I messed up some of the letters are crooked and like you can't probably tell on there, but I can tell. I know. I can't tell while it's upside down, but I know that they're messed up and that just drives me nuts. But I'll show you the front and the back. This is the front. She just says Planet Kelly. And then the back says host established 2026. I don't know if you can see this, hopefully. But I think it's so cute. I'm just happy that I finished it because it's been sitting on my coffee table for 2 weeks. But she's fixed now. And here she is in all her glory. So yeah, I'd say creative projects like this and kind of just building goals, goal building, just dreams I've been thinking about and wanting to manifest later in life. Like, I really want to do a nonprofit sometime in my life. I would love for that to be one of my goals that I have probably in Omaha. I would love to have like a home base area for people to come. Um, and I could probably do like an entire episode on that. And my ideas of what I would want to do there, what you would see, what we would offer, all those cool things. But I feel like kind of just thinking about what I want out of life and what's next. Like always thinking about the next thing, but also being excited about what's happening right now. Because I feel like sometimes that's really hard to overlook. I'm always excited about like, oh, I want to get a new car, or I want to do this, or I want to go here, or I want to whatever. But like, I'm never like, oh my gosh, I'm so happy for the car I have right now, or I'm so happy that I just got a new phone, or I'm so happy, whatever. Like, I'm never just like, once that's done, I'm like, all right, what's next? Like, and I just really need to pump the brakes on that. So I'm trying to be a little bit slower moving and just not take things for granted. What's next? Let's see. What is something I wish people talked more about in their 20s? Oh boy. It's hard because I don't want to tie this into the topic of the shit that I wish people would have told me in my 20s of what's going to be in the next episode. So I don't kind of want to go too deep into this, but I would say something I wish people talked more about. I don't know. I feel like, yeah, everybody uses social media as a way, like social media is a highlight reel, and you're so excited about always getting on there, and there's all these good things happening to people all the time. And very rarely do you ever see bad things happen to people on social media because they don't want to share those things, understandably. But I feel like it wouldn't be as not hard, but as obviously it wouldn't be as uncommon if it happened more often. If people shared more about the nitty gritty. I think a lot of us are all in the same group when it comes to like living paycheck to paycheck or hating your job or whatever. Like we have a lot of the same similarities. A lot of us have a lot of the same qualities as others. And but a lot of those go unnoticed because nobody ever talks about it. Nobody ever talks about the negative unless it's to a small circle of people that are just close to you. You don't get on and talk to everybody about how terrible your life's going right now and the fact that you got fired or you lost or you applied for a job and you didn't get it or whatever. Like, I just feel like it wouldn't be as uncommon or as hard for us to reach out to other people if we were all okay with putting ourselves in that vulnerable position. Yeah, I just feel like I wish people were more vulnerable in their 20s. I think a lot of social media and the outside life is about just the looks from the outside looking in, and like it's dumb because like who gives a fuck about the cover? Like the book and every chapter inside is what the fuck it's about. So like why do you give a fuck what is on the outside of the cover? Especially because a lot of covers, okay, they come off and then you have nothing. And I feel like this is how people really should see other people. Stop seeing people like this, or I guess, well, stop seeing Macy Neely. Stop seeing people like this as a cover on the outside and start seeing them for the fact that everybody is the inside of a cover art. Okay? We all have a hard back, and sometimes people have a soft one. Be fucking nice. Shit. This is not an analogy or a metaphor or whatever the hell this is called that I thought I was going to be talking about right now, but whatever. Okay, what is one thing, the last question, number 10. What is one thing I'm grateful for today? I have to say, I was going to start out next episode with this, but I feel like ending this is on such a good note. Friday, my sister-in-law went to the hospital and she got induced and she had my second niece. So well, not my second niece, but third. Damn, how do I explain that? She wouldn't be my I mean, she technically is my second niece, but she's not like my second niece, like my second cousin. Like, that's not what I mean. I have a nephew and I already have a niece, so now I have another niece. um, I am so in love with her. She's so cute. My first niece, Carmen, she actually weighed 7 pounds, 10 ounces when she was born. And my new niece, Mavelyn, came out weighing the exact same 7 pounds, 10 ounces. And then the girls, have an older brother, Wylan. He was the very first little grandbaby, so love him. He's just the cutest little dude. But yeah, so I'm super excited for my brother-in-law and my sister-in-law. I'm super happy and excited for this new chapter that they're opening in their family, and I can't wait to see this little baby grow. Because I think 3 is really going to give us us grandparents and aunts and uncles a run for our money. I think it's crazy to think that when you bring in another one, it's like, how will your heart get bigger, you know? But like, oh my God, she's so cute. It's just like the second you see her, you're like, oh my God, I cannot believe it. Like, you're here. You're a whole, like, I thought it was also funny. I have to joke. We all were sitting in the hospital room. We'd first met her. And we're all talking to like Wylan and Carmen, my niece and nephew. And we're talking to them. And we're like, oh, yeah, because when the baby gets older and isn't the baby so cute? And I'm like, the baby has a name. They picked a name. We could call the baby by her name. She has a whole name. First, middle, and a last. And we just keep calling her the baby. But maybe that will wear off. I hope this little mini Q&A was a nice little get to know me before I can pop out episode 2. But I hope you guys have a great rest of your night, and I love you so much, and I'll see you in the next episode. Bye.